Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm David.
I'm Ross.
And today we've got a little bit of treat for you. We've managed to come across a nice wee surprise. What have we got, Ross?
So yeah, we have the new Kill Team box. Now, I feel Kill Team's quite important to us. We were huge fans of Kill Team in 7th edition.
Yeah.
And I think we played some absolute stellar games in Kill Team then. So now being able to bring this into 8th is going to be an absolute treat.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this for a while, haven't we?
Absolutely. One thing to say about the box to begin with, it is much heavier than I thought it would be. That is, I would go as far to say it's heavier than Dark Imperium. I could be wrong in that, but it is surprisingly heavy.
No, I think it's heavier than Dark Imperium, but you're getting a lot of content in this, which we're going to go over for you in a minute.
Yeah, there's loads in here. I mean, we've got, so we'll go list quickly in the box. So you're expecting a Kill Team rulebook, 2 8-page booklets, a folding game map, about 3 sets of cards, dice pack, rulers, counters, and scenery with 20 miniatures as well.
Yeah.
All that weighs a ton. So with that, let's get it open and have a look inside. So
Do the honours, Ross?
Yeah, let's have a wee look. Oh.
Again, we've been waiting for this on the channel since 7th edition.
Yeah.
Dropped into 8th. We actually did a wee kind of mini Kill Team 8th edition style. And we thought, let's just wait until VW actually do it.
And they did.
Right, Ross, go ahead, take off the lid, show us what's in the box.
If
You're struggling there.
I'm struggling a wee bit. Help me, David, help me.
There you go.
Right. Absolute stellar artwork as well. So yeah, you kind of got at the start there is the sort of placemat there. I imagine there is cool artwork as well. It is from the box, but it's really nice.
Oh man, that's a nice wall mount.
Yeah, it's really nice. It is just the front cover, but it's generally really cool. It's nice to see non-Imperium, sort of non-Space Marines sort of fighting.
I was going to say correct yourself.
Yeah, it is Imperium, but not Marines. To have Admech and Genestealer cult, which is really cool. Right,
so it's pretty obvious you get the models on top. So what armies have we got?
Yeah, so we've got a standard sort of Skitarii, Ranger and or Vanguard unit. Now they're on red sprues, which I thought was an unusual call.
Are they easy build sets?
They are not. They are
not
just
easy build
the
sets.
standard sort of sprues you would get. Everything you expect on them, as far as I am aware, but in different colour.
Maybe for those who aren't willing to paint the army, well then you kind of get like a coloured sprue, half the job done for you.
Well, it makes it easiest for you to distinguish between them because the Genestealer cult is, of course, a sort of very lighter grey and only one sprue as well. So you must feel there's a lot to that. I've not actually seen a Genestealer cult sprue.
What have we got? Have you got? See, I've actually got a Genestealer Force myself, not on the channel, but a Genestealer Force. So I think we've got no aberrants or anything like that. It's just your standard sort of.
Tells you on the back of the box, but we've now opened it, so it's kind of difficult now. And it's upside down.
But yeah, no, these are just your kind of standard guys.
Yeah, I'll get the exact name. Is Neophytes? Hybrids?
Heavy weapons in there as well. So your drills, your shotguns, looks very nice.
So having all those sort of special weapons, I know there's loads for the Skitarii as well. You'll probably get one Plasma Calvar, Transonic Arquebus as well, and an arc rifle. So you have special weapons in there, which is important to Kill Team. So if you have your specialist guys, they are a bit more distinguished. Okay,
so this is the next part of the box, which I think actually GW have graciously gifted a lot of their players. You rarely actually get terrain put in the box sets anymore. You used to back in the day a lot of kind of paper card terrain, but this is actually a full ruin set.
Yeah,
there's a lot of detail to it as well.
Doesn't stop. How many sprues is there in this?
I'm on 3.
There's about 4. I mean, that kit counts as 3 here. So is that 4 apiece?
So 8 sprues.
More or less, 8 sprues. That's quite a lot of scenery to play with. And I personally really like GW sort of scenery. I always think it's really detailed.
Although looking at this stuff, get this stuff painted up, maybe a sort of desert rock. I think this could look quite nice on our desert mats.
Yeah. I mean, we've got loads of terrain as is, but it's always nice to have new terrain. Always brings a nice bit of variety. Well, which is pretty cool. Oh my goodness.
Thank you very much for that. So again, that's pretty good that GW has given you the terrain for a change.
Yep. We've got a second sort of.
Well, you can have one.
I'll have that one. That's implying that you were going to get the first one.
It is implying that.
So yeah, thanks for that, David.
Okay. What else have you got?
We have, so I think these are the tactical sort of cards for the AdMech, and these ones I think are for, I think they're the general ones. These are the Gene Stealer ones, I think. I mean, they're different size, so that might be Gene Stealer, I'll tell you on it. So this is faction tactical cards, and that one there.
This is universal tactical cards.
Right, so imagine that will be Gene Stealer Cult and AdMech ones here.
Command point based as well.
Yep, it is command point based, and then I think this is sort of a data sheet cards, which I imagine will probably be, if it's not just AdMech and Gene Stealer, it'll be a lot more. I think it's just AdMech and Gene Stealer data cards. I'll have to have a look. I'm trying to see if I can actually open this. Yep, so let's have a look at inside this, just so we can answer the question.
It's very nice.
So yeah, quite a lot of cards.
Is the AdMech one in there, you said as well?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I can
mixed
see it.
into AdMech, you know, AdMech ones. I think they're actually, some of them are actually named as well, which is quite interesting. You can actually write on them as well, the experience, flesh wounds.
So that makes me think that this game is wanting you to start a very campaign or character narrative based driven game.
Yeah.
They're letting you kind of design your own characters, their own. It's got an experience track on there as well. You keep track of specialisms, abilities. So it is pretty much, this is like a sort of model that you'll be campaigning with.
Yep. So they've got like sort of individual name ones in there. So for instance, this one is Dorox 0.4343.
Good luck saying that every game.
I remember in sort of our AdMech ones in the past, I had what, VAN G1
RAN, RNG.
Oh yeah, but you also have, I see here, blank ones as well, and this is a blank AdMech one, so obviously you can name them as you want in there as well. So imagine they're probably going to be releasing individual sort of card sets, you know, for each force as they come along.
Oh, I can't wait for the Grey Knight one now. That could be good.
So you'll be able to sort of individually name them as well. Might be a bit expensive getting more and more of these. You'll be able to write down and go through them. So yeah, there's a few in there to get your individual ones as well. But
just generally, to get you
yeah, but you can obviously sort of have them named in there as well. So that's pretty cool.
Typical dice. Can't go wrong with dice, although you've got your D6s and I believe that's your D10s as well. So obviously wound trackers will be a part of this. Fair enough. What have we got?
So yeah, we have measuring tape.
They had that in, was this not in the Dark Imperium box set, this ruler set?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very interesting.
So then we have, I believe, now I'm not too sure what is, so punch cards. Now imagine these are probably
Counters of some sort.
Yeah, now they've got sort of Gene Stealer on this side, and I think AdMech on that side. Whether that's maybe they intertwine between each other, because that's got number and then that's got, and maybe that's the back. In fact, there's two in there, so that'll be the back of the AdMech one, and that's the back
of the Gene
Stealer one. So we've got that in there as well. We've got this as well. Now I believe this is the two books in here. Yep, so these are the sort of two, this is like the Devoted Sons. I think this is a small sort of narrative book. I think you got this with Dark Imperium, you got a Primaris book, and you got a Death Guard book. This one is obviously towards the AdMech and the Gene Stealer Cult. They're called Devoted Sons. I won't tempt the AdMech one because it's not actually on the front here, it's on the back, but it's also a really long name. It's got numbers in it as AdMech.
So these will probably be, these will be your pre-made kill teams.
Yes, well I think there'll be pre-made kill teams, pre-made names for the guys obviously on the cards, but obviously it might have sort of scenarios in there that's individual towards AdMech, and you can find out when we have a look as well.
So remember in 7th edition, when they released the 7th edition kill team book, they had preset kill teams for like Tau, Deathwatch, all that sort of stuff in the back of the book. So
Yep, so we'll go into the mat next. Now it comes with a pre-printed mat, and I think it folds out to roughly what the size you need of a kill team to actually be on.
Yep.
So that's really interesting to get that, to actually get a preset mat. It's not something I think they've done before.
No, not for kill team, but it'll be interesting to see the dimensions of this, purely because the last time kill team in 7th edition was 4x4 mats.
Well, these ones are 22 by 30.
22 inches.
22 inches by 30 inches folding game board.
So that sounds like that's less than 4x4.
Well, it's certainly not square because the
No, I
dimensions
know,
don't add up.
But yeah, so that's less than 4x4.
Yeah, I imagine
it is.
so. So, you know, it's a different size for that, but that must be the one that they recommend to go on. Obviously, you can sort of use out your if you've got your own mats. We do. But you can probably just measure them out and use them as see fit. But it's nice for them to supply one because it obviously adds to the aesthetics, especially with scenery. It'll look quite good.
Pretty much take out the box, play straight away.
Yep.
There's your map.
Absolutely. And the last thing, of course, in the box is the manual.
Wow.
Now, it is 208 pages of
Wow.
stuff. Now, I don't think there's any lore. There's some lore. There's like...
What, 8 pages?
I can tell you, core rules, there is about 12 to 13 pages of lore, and then, you know, whatever 12 is minus from 208 is going to be, you know, what, 196?
So, this reminds me of the Armageddon book. So it looks like it's actually got rules already for all the factions.
Yes.
So you've got your rules already for your factions, like, for example, I'm just looking here at... Alright, okay. So looking straight at Necrons, for example, here, guys. I know you can't really see it from there, but it's pretty much they've just took the data sheets out of 8th edition, slotted it into this, which makes sense. But there's some new interesting keywords. So for example, if I talk about death marks here, your specialist keywords, you've got leader, comms, scout, sniper, and veteran.
Yeah.
I'm sure when we read through the rulebook, that will make sense.
I think it's basically the roles in which they can be, so the roles of specialists they can get, and as they progress, so they can unlock new traits and everything. Very similar to, I think, Shadow War Armageddon. For that one was you could unlock extra stuff to make your kill team more effective. So it certainly leads to an idea of campaign based, make your guys individual and more powerful, and when they get killed you're going to be absolutely heartbroken because you leveled up this guy to be amazing, he was taking out dudes left, right and centre, and then, you know...
He gets a bolt pistol to the face.
Yeah, you know, so that would be quite unfortunate.
So I just want to... my eyes have opened up immediately in this, so I already pretty much know what I'm going to be immediately doing my first kill team as.
Yeah. Now, I think they're revealing the stuff for that tomorrow.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I'm going to get up early.
Are you? Yeah. So they, you know, I know when we unboxed this, they showed Grey Knights and then Thousand Sons.
We'll do Grey Knights first.
Yeah, you want Grey Knights? Cool. I mean, I can see you're already absolutely enthralled by this book.
Oh, I'm loving it.
So there's a lot of numbers, but it's interesting to see sort of the ways you can specialise your characters. Now, there's been a few things that people have not been too happy with Kill Team.
Okay, tell me more.
Is that some armies only have limited choices. So by speaking about Grey Knights, and I'm assuming you've not seen it so far as I know, with Grey Knights you can only have one type of troop, which is Strike Team.
Get it down. No.
Right, that's the only unit that's available to you, as opposed to, say, I think Orcs has like 6. It has Gretchen's boys, Lutas, various other things. But it's the matter of how also you kit them out. I imagine that Strike Team can have, all of them can have different weapons, which does make them quite different. Say, an Orc boy might have just the option of a slugger and a chopper, and then you've obviously got the shooter, which has the shooter, and then you have Lutas. Your Grey Knights will have the options, I imagine, to have a variable amount of weapons. They can't have Terminators, what I'm saying to you, David.
What?
So you cannot have a 2-up save in your kill team by the looks of it. There might be ways to upgrade into that, but I'm
so you're saying I can only have one model?
Yes. A lot of people kicked off when Dark Elder only got 2, and then they
But then how
realised...
do you count the rest of your kill team? What else do you take?
Well, no, like, so for instance, you could have one guy that's dual wielding the falchions, one guy with the Psy Cannon, one guy...
Yeah, I was panicking there for a second. I was like, I'm not going to carry with just one Grey Knight.
No, so you've got the choice of a Strike Team, but it's each guy can fill an individual role in that, so there is a variety in that one. And quite frankly, you know, a lot of people saying, I'll give you an example of Dark Elder, a lot of people going, why aren't Mandrakes? Mandrakes would be perfect for kill team. Who knows what the future holds when it comes to this? This, I've got a feeling, Games Workshop, they really want to expand on it. It's not everything in one go, hopefully, but I'd certainly love to see, because I'm a huge Dark Elder fan, I'd love to see Mandrakes in them, because they are like the stealth killers of, they'd be perfect for it, but so far they've got Witches and Cavalite Warriors. And Cavalite Warriors can have a bunch of equipment, so can Witches, Each one can have their individual weapons and just make your team very specialist.
Okay, you like Dark Eldar?
I do, but I'm also excited to see AdMech as well.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with AdMech and Kill Team, and they've got a plethora of weapons as well, and having to name them all with various numbers is going to be tedious and fun.
Yeah, you like the math sort of thing, so.
Yeah, that'll be good, and their names.
So yeah, the box set has a lot of stuff, and actually this box set looks like it's a lot of good value as well. You're not just getting your two sets of Kill Teams pre-done, so you can just take them out of the box, build them, play with them. You're getting a massive amount of ruins as well, which is always fantastic to get GW style terrain, because they do a really good job of the terrain.
Yeah.
More importantly though, I think they're giving you a lot of really good extras. So you're getting the data card, you're getting the mat, which, well, not the mat, but the folding board. That's good. That is always good. Half the battle, I always think, when you're playing any sort of tabletop game, is the mat or board you're playing it on.
Yeah.
So that's good. I think GW are waking up to that, because a lot of the games that they've released seem to either have a fold down mat or some sort of thing to go with it.
Well, that's looking at it already, just see there, it's great quality, it's fantastic, it looks cool. The core manual being so big and having all the armies in it does mean that you sort of have everything you need to go. You don't need to buy codexes really, all the rules come in one go, so you have your forces already. If you just want to buy the book and then get started go with it. What I like though is that what we can do, and we have just started, we did our first sort of narrative campaign. I feel this could easily lead us into doing sort of intersection of Kill Teams within narrative as well.
And that's always a good idea.
Yeah.
Combine the two play styles. You can have your skirmish games preluding into the actual main battle itself.
Or in between, an important sort of manufactorum point that's going to bring reinforcements into the following battle. Can this Kill Team stop it before the next battle when they unleash a whole armada of knights or whatever? Kill Team stops them before it happens and the battle takes a big swing. So that'll be really cool if we get around to doing the next narrative with that Kill Team.
We will. Well guys, I think that's really it from us.
Yep.
We've had a really good look at it. You now have to let me and Ross go and do a lot of learning, because this rulebook isn't small.
Yeah, 208 pages of learning, David. We've got to start reading.
We're planning to, just give you a heads up, we're planning to try and learn the game as quick as we possibly can. We're going to be practicing the next few days some games, hopefully get them filmed and get them cracking out to you guys ASAP. So what we're asking from you guys is, you know on our channel, on our About page, it tells you the armies that we actually have listed. We'd love it if you guys could quickly go on that, have a look at the armies we have, and say, guys, we'd like you to do this sort of combination, that sort of combination. It is also important to mention, and I never knew this until fairly recently, this game is not just a two-player game.
No, I ruined this for you. I thought I was going to leave a surprise and I forgot, and I told you in accent. There is 4-player rules in this as well. You could do it for the previous one, but you sort of had to bash the rules.
Yeah.
As far as I know, there is 4-player rules as well, and there's 4 of us on this channel, so we can all have a bit of a fight as well in our small skirmish games.
I think you'll know by now in Tabletop Assault we're a big fan of multiplayer games.
Yeah. We're getting really into them at the moment.
So we've already got some 8th edition multiplayer games out there. We're more than hoping that Kill Team will expand into that. But guys, let us know the armies you want us to start playing, the armies you want us to see. All of them. I hope this has given you good insight to the box you're getting. You're getting rules, you're getting terrain, you're getting models, you're getting counters. You seem to be just getting everything to get you started and just crack on playing the game. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching.
Yep, thanks again. Please comment, share, like and subscribe. Let us know what you guys think of it so far. And obviously if you've got any questions, we'll try and say what we can, but we're also eager to hear what you guys want to see us do with Kill Team.
Check us in the description down below as well, the links for our Facebook page where you'll see more about Kill Team, the projects we're on. Patreon as well, if you guys wish to donate to the channel, help us grow, which we always welcome. You can head on over there as well to donate. But more importantly guys, we'll certainly see you in another Tabletop Assault battle report, which possibly be Kill Team.